Podcast, Episode 4. Happy 4th of July.
4th of July.
So, Andy, do you want to start talking about how you feel about 4th of July?
Yeah. Let me turn this voiceover off real quick. It's talking over it. That was weird. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because my phone just went out for a second. So basically, how I think about 4th of July is that I'm a big fan of it. Because it represents, when our country was created, and I know other countries like Canada will not be happy about this day because everything that's going on with them. But I'm really happy that it's 4th of July because of the day that the U.S. was born.
Yes.
So I'm really happy about it.
Well, Canada has their own day, so.
Oh, they do? What day is that?
I think it passed already, or it's somewhere around October. I can't remember. I think Canada Day already passed, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Canada Day, they have Canada Day. And then
Okay.
their Thanksgiving is in October instead of November. Remember, my ex was from Canada.
Yeah, a Canadian. Mm-hmm. And let's just say I'm not the biggest fan of Canada.
And that's the only reason why I'm not big of Canada is because of him. But I'm not gonna let one person be the fault of everybody from Canada. I just he kind of soured my big thing for Canada because I loved Canada, and he kind of soured it a little bit. But I still love Canada, just kind of not as much as I did.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like it at all because of what they're trying to do with the U.S. and stuff like that. And, before y'all say, oh, well, we're trying to make it the 51st state. Well, it's kind of, if it's necessary for Homeland Security, then I think we should make it happen. They become the 51st state, and then we break up their states into many other states, and we have over 50, And then basically we would rule most of North America. The only other country that's North America is Mexico. That's how I feel about. That's how I feel about it, though. If I'm so nationalist and patriotic that if it means the better nature of our country, if we have to take Canada, then do it.
Well, I was just saying I'm just happy that from my standpoint, I'm just not gonna talk about political stuff today.
Yeah.
I was just saying from my standpoint, I'm just happy that um we have freedom
Yeah.
and the freedom of speech and freedom of religion and everything. I'm just happy that we have independence, and today is Independence Day. So
It sure
yeah.
is. It
So
sure is.
I'm just happy about that. That's what I was asking you, but you went on a rant about Canada. Um but
Well, I mean,
yeah,
that's how. If y'all want to know how I truly feel about it, there it is.
I didn't ask you about Canada. I asked you
Well,
about
it kind of
America.
connects to the U.S. It kind of connects to the U.S.
No, I
because
just
we're.
asked you about Independence Day.
Uh, so what you gonna be doing today?
I'm good. I'm not decent. But thank you for the suggestion.
What?
Hi.
Uh,
How are you,
Well,
William?
we should turn our
We have
cameras
3
on.
watching.
Someone said we should turn our cameras on. And the reason I'm not doing that is because I just woke up and ate breakfast like, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. That's not why we're not turning our cameras on. But so yeah. But thank you for coming in and watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
But yeah, so I did, I didn't ask you about Canada. I was asking you the stinking about
Well, I
independence.
know, but I went on that because I'm like, well, speaking of independence.
But yeah, I'm just glad that we have the freedom of speech
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But what I hate is sometimes we don't have freedom of speech. We have um kind of we have to be you know moderated and just like uh basically we're like, oh, you can't say that, you can't do that on certain social media sites now because you have to be, like, you know
Mhm.
and so it's just like, well, it's not really freedom of speech anymore.
Yeah. Hey, at least we're not North Korea.
God, another rant.
No, I'm just saying, at least we're not North Korea. You know how their conditions are, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, we have one watching now.
Is that William?
I have no idea who's
Oh,
watching.
two watching.
Oh, we have two watching. Well, hello.
Hello.
Sorry about my voice. We just woke up not too long ago. But I just wanted to do a happy 4th of July podcast. So, yeah, so hello to the two viewers. But yeah, um one of these days we'll be doing the podcast with both of our cameras on. Just not today.
Yeah.
But um yeah, it's just being moderated and being you know,
What the heck was that?
is that was my stomach.
I hear. I'm like, what the heck is that?
It was my stomach. It's craving Pop Tarts.
Pop tarts. I'm burnt out on those. I can't. I haven't been eating those often. I'm burnt out.
I haven't had those in forever.
We got some. We got some right in the cabinet in the kitchen. I could go get right now.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
I'm teasing her. Yep. 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 It's a whole box. A whole box
Been
in there.
asking mom to get me either s'mores or cookies and cream or either blueberry or something because
We have blueberry. We have blueberry in there. She's like, now I'm jealous.
So I don't know what mom fixed last night. She said she was either going to fix two things of the lemon pie or the which she does really good. She perfected it. The peanut butter cookies, which is delicious. So
Ooh, can you make me some? I want some. I'll trade you those for pop. You can have Pop Tarts.
Mm, mhm, mhm. So, yeah, I'm going to my great aunt's. We go there every year to her house, and we have a cookout. They like grill um hot dogs, I think, or burgers, or chicken, either one. I think they do that, and then I think we just have burgers and stuff. And then we just have the fixins like coleslaw, tater salad, uh, mac and cheese, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, and we have all kinds of fixins. And then we basically have the fireworks later,
Yeah.
that night. And of course, uh, the past couple days, people have been doing fireworks before the 4th of July, which I don't get.
And people do it actually the night after too.
Yeah.
Maybe some do it tomorrow night.
And then I've had people do it at midnight. It's like it's not New Year's, people. It's not New Year's. You don't have to wait till midnight.
One time I had people blowing it up. Basically, it almost sounded like they were blowing up my street at midnight once for New Year's.
Yeah, I just want people to be careful. So if you're if you're doing it, messing with fireworks, please be careful because they are dangerous. You're not a professional doing this, then just be careful.
Yeah. Tell you what,
Even
Busch Gardens.
professionals get hurt.
Yeah, I tell you what, Busch Gardens 4th of July fireworks are the best. Amusement park fireworks on 4th of July. Oof, I love them.
Um,
Especially when you see all the roller coasters at night. Uh, excuse me. The best roller coaster at Busch Gardens, when you see that glowing at night, it's Iron Gwazi glowing a purple color because they have purple glow lights on it. So when at night it'll glow purple, and it's awesome. And then you see the fireworks around it. It's so cool.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, the fireworks are really cool. I mean, like when I could see, I basically love to see fireworks.
Yeah.
I still love the sound though. I
And
know it's
please
loud,
don't
but
strap 10 mortars together. By the way, don't strap 10 mortars together and try to light them all at once.
oh Lord,
Please don't do
please,
that.
please don't do that, cause I don't want nothing to happen to nobody. Please don't.
You'll end up with a blown off arm or leg. Actually, trust me, because we know a football player for the Buccaneers that he was lighting a firework and two and a half of his fingers flew off.
I think somebody got one of those. What is it called? Um, that it's in the tubes and you shoot. They they did two of those. Like it's
And he dual wield them. Yep. You know what's funny when you shoot a car with them?
yeah. They actually were like the tubes that you shoot in the sky and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were shooting it at each other. Like, don't do that.
You will hurt somebody.
Yeah. And there was a guy that actually put one on top of his head. Yeah, and I think it killed him. And he was
What?
on top of the car. He's on top of a car with a one of those blocks of a firework on his head, and it hurt. I don't know if it killed him or if it hurt him severely. And yeah,
I thought I heard about it decapitated him or something.
yeah, I think it killed him. So don't do that, and don't be stupid with fireworks,
Yeah.
and don't handle them drunk.
Oh no! Imagine Martin handling a firework when he's drunk.
Yeah, no. But I heard that somebody got two of them and wrapped them with tape and then lit them and tried to like, go put it in the sky like they were shooting like a what was it called? A shotgun, you know, that
Yeah.
yeah, but
But speaking of
that was
guns, you know what people do? You know what they do?
what?
They fire guns into the air on 4th of July. Don't do that because the good old rule, what comes up must come down. If that bullet flies, like, let's say a couple miles and comes down, you don't know if it's going to hit somebody. So don't shoot your gun into the air for 4th of July, please. You know? Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
That's the old rule. What goes up must come down. And if you shoot a bullet up into the air, it doesn't matter if it flies off. You think, ah, it won't hit anybody. It could not hit anybody, but it could accidentally hit somebody.
That's why I think when they do um, when they do races and stuff like that, they don't shoot real guns in there, they do blanks.
Yeah, they do blanks.
So, um, we do have the, right for, carrying arms and everything, and so I think that we should have a rule for, you know, not having, uh, idiots carry it, because the reason why I say that is we have too many people that are idiots or that are um mentally
Mhm. Yep.
um unstable go in and hurt children in schools.
Yeah. Or dum dums that buy their kids guns.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
So
that. I'm looking right at you, the father that bought the AR-15 for his son for his birthday. I'm looking right at that guy, virtually.
yeah, so
An idiot parent who bought his son a gun, a real gun, for his 15th birthday. Who does that?
so we just need to be more aware of people's surroundings and be more aware of people's mental state and their um their intelligence
Yeah,
when they're around a gun,
yeah,
because there could be accidental pew pews out there, uh,
yeah.
accidents.
Mhm.
Apparently you can't say guns on social media anymore, you have to say pew pews.
Why not?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I've said it a couple times in this thing,
Yeah.
so I hate people go, "You can't do that." Last I checked, I'm a grown man.
Well, the guidelines and everything.
Well, yeah,
That's why I said people moderate people. You can't say certain things. You have to go by guidelines, and you have to make sure that when you do, you don't, you know, overstep what YouTube or TikTok or whatever you are on says. So,
yeah,
which it's getting harder and harder for people to have freedom of speech on social media, I believe.
yeah. At least you still have it in like the real public, you know.
Yeah, but on social media, if you can't have freedom of speech, that on social media, that's pretty silly to me.
Yeah,
I rather be able to talk about serious matters and be able to say that I my heart goes out to those parents and family members and friends that lost people from school shootings and accidental shootings, with a gun because yes, guns are dangerous, but we can make sure that they are safe with per, uh, parents' guidance and, you know, make sure that they are put away in a safe
Yeah, because if you leave your guns out, little kids are gonna wonder what it is. They're gonna touch it if you leave your gun out.
and when if you teach your kids gun safety.
Yeah, and if you teach them, hey, you don't touch this, that's what I would teach my kids. If we did have like me and you, Emily, if we adopted a kid or something, and I want to have guns. I'd be like, okay, I would teach this kid, do not touch this. You do not touch this. Only daddy or mommy could touch it. Because this is dangerous. Don't touch this. And just keep on teaching that.
Mhm. But
9:09 a.m. One notification. Mess top and center. Speech off.
sorry
What?
about that. Messenger.
Oh.
I had to turn voiceover off because I don't want to get notifications.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I just basically wanted to say that also um inform your kids. Make sure that uh because they don't want to go to school or because they want to threaten people um is not good to do bomb threats or anything like that because that's not what we should do because they just don't want to go to school.
Yeah,
Because I've heard
and
that
huh?
that's what people do nowadays because they
What
don't want to go to
what do
school.
they do?
I heard a couple of stories where there's a kid that because they didn't want to go to school that they uh threatened to bomb the school and nobody figured out at first who threatened to bomb the school until they figured out it was one of the kids. They went to jail. So don't ruin your whole life because you don't want to go to school.
Yeah,
Another one is because they threatened to bomb the school because of certain people in the school. If you're having problems with people, go to the office, talk to the principal and everything. Tell them what's going on. Go to the counselor or somebody. Inform them about the kids that are bullying you or whatever. Don't threaten to bomb the school because of it.
yeah. Don't do that.
But yeah, it's just like why do all that when, you can be a happy kid, get therapy for stuff and, you know, like not have to deal with jail.
Exactly.
There's people out there that doesn't understand that and get themselves into some trouble.
Yeah.
So I think that um there's a happy relationship with your parent and everything and then there's some relationships that are not. And I want to bring up that I have a happy relationship with my mother and a good one. It's a good bond. but
Mhm.
my relationship with my father isn't so great. Um, his birthday was yesterday, and I did not say anything to him. I basically did not say happy birthday or anything.
Mhm.
Now, there is something about um he did Father's Day. I was contemplating on saying happy Father's Day to him, and I was actually going to say happy Father's Day later that night before he texted me, and he cussed me out, cussed my mom out, basically saying
Mhm.
she's a piece of crap, but other words, and then said the F word to me, say F you, and then said basically um that that apparently I don't care about him, and that he's through with me and he just doesn't care anymore. And so I said, well, I actually was going to say happy Father's Day to you, but since you're acting like this, I'm not going to. And then he said, oh, you're just saying that, you know,
Mhm.
because you feel bad. And I said, no, I wasn't. And I said, I'm going through a lot and I don't need this. I said, I just had a death in the family, and um, I just said I had a death in the family. And he said, who? And I just blocked him. So he's done a lot of stuff to me, guys, and
Yep.
he really wasn't a good father. He's uh, an alcoholic. He doesn't know how to stop drinking. Um, he basically loves alcohol more than he loves me. He, reaching out is on both sides. I've tried to reach out to him multiple times, but every time I do, he's drunk and just wants to argue.
Mhm.
Um, so I just stopped doing that. But he could reach out to me. I had him unblocked all the time, the whole time until that situation. And so I just want to say that he's not invited to any formal thing that might happen into the future,
Yep.
meaning my wedding. If I have a wedding in the future, he's
Mhm.
not invited.
Yeah.
He doesn't want me to be happy. He said to me that he wants me to be single and miserable. And, I, my grandma, my mama, James, just said, "Oh, he's your dad. He's protective and just wants you to, be his baby girl and everything. He's just being protective dad." No, he's being a controlling dad.
Yeah.
And he wants to control me like he controlled my mom. And I'm not having that. I'm not being a pushover. I'm not being anything that. So I'm not letting him control my life. So he's
Yeah.
not gonna have anything to do with me anymore.
I wouldn't want him
And
at the wedding. Yeah, I wouldn't want him there.
no. And so yeah, he's not gonna have anything to do with me anymore. And he probably doesn't even want to.
Yeah.
So but he's done a lot to my mom and a lot to me.
Yeah.
So I'm just
I told
I'm
her, I said
completely
he
done with
doesn't
me.
deserve you. You know, I told her, I said he doesn't deserve you. You know.
Yeah, and I'm completely done with him. That was the last straw.
Yeah.
And Martin, Andy here, and all my friends could tell you I give a lot of chances to a lot of people.
Mhm.
Cause,
Even to that guy Nolan, you gave him a lot of chances.
oh yeah, and I have a big heart, and
She was a lot more
I'm
patient than I
very
was.
loyal. I'm very loyal, and I care. I really care about people. Um,
Yeah.
and I'm not a pushover or anything. It's just that I really care. I see the good in people, and
Yeah.
I think that it's easy to be a, you know, person that can, you know, hurt me by just using me, taking me for granted, and hurting me by just doing things that, you know,
Or
you
treating
know,
her bad.
yeah, just treating me bad, ignoring me, neglecting me, stuff like that. Which my dad did. He neglected me. He just not only neglected me, he um chose beer over me. He chose other women over me. Stuff like that. It's just like, yeah. So
Yeah.
your daughter's more important than a woman. Your flesh and blood's more important
Yeah.
than alcohol. So I just don't get it, guys. But,
Yeah.
you know,
I really don't like that man.
I don't like him either, to tell you the truth, but I still love him. But he lost a lot of my love, a lot. I don't love him as much, but you have to love your parents, and honor them and stuff like that. It says that in the Bible, and uh, it's hard to do that when he has done the things he's done, and yeah.
Yeah. Anyone put any new comment?
No, nobody's commented. Zero is watching, but yeah, they probably is like, oh, I don't want to hear anything deep, and emotional.
Hmm.
But if you don't like deep and emotional, that's how we get, man. But yeah. So um, I just basically think that you know it's good to get stuff off your chest.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is. Oh, one is watching now. Hey.
Hey, welcome in.
So we are, you know, doing the podcast and gonna be going soon, but
Hmm.
thanks for joining. Um, but yeah, it's just like we don't understand why, my dad is just like that. I don't understand. Other than he's just not a good person.
Yeah.
But yeah, um, I just want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July.
I know. I'm excited about it. I love 4th of July.
I hope everybody has a good 4th of July with their family and friends. And if you ain't doing anything, share this video with your friends. Also share the playlist with all the other videos, and just also share um, any of the videos on the Emily and Friends channel. I also uploaded two music, uh, actually two songs on here that I made from Suno.
Hmm.
So, yeah,
Character AI, you almost said.
yeah, I almost said that. But yeah, I made it from Suno, and yeah, I haven't made it recently. These are actually songs that I made probably weeks ago.
Hmm.
One of them was like when I first made it, and then one of them was a couple weeks ago. But yeah, so enjoy those songs, share those, let you know let people know what you think about it. Comment, like, and yeah. Also, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Uh, and put those notification bells on so you can know when we post.
Yeah.
And become a friend today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love doing these podcasts.
I do too. I feel like a, you know, um, podcast professional. I'm joking. But no, my friend Martin says that I have the voice for it. I'm just like, no, my voice is too groggy,
No,
or
it's
either
not. No, it's
no,
not.
it's like too
It's
raspy.
cute.
It's
It's
too
cute.
raspy.
No, it's not. It's that cute raspy. It's cute.
Yeah, no. My
Yeah,
voice is
yes.
not made for radio. But he
No,
says
it's
it's
cute.
made for radio, apparently. I'm like, thank you. I've always wanted to be on radio.
No, your voice is cute. I love that rasp in your voice. It's so cute.
Hi, Talented HV.
Hello.
Oh, she said that she got your song, Andy, for
Oh,
the
cool.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, Andy, you said you don't have anything to do today, but you can still listen to Talented HV
Mm-hmm.
on the Ocean Bar on the Ocean Waves Radio.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to convince my dad to take us to some stores today, but I'll definitely be back at 3 to 5. If we do anything today, I'll definitely be back. Before then.
But yeah. Oh
You stretching?
yeah, I'm stretching. I'm stretching to see if I can get some coffee with just stretching. Maybe it magically appear.
Mm-hmm. At least you didn't stretch and be like, I'm stretching in your cute voice.
I'm stretching.
Oh, come on.
I love making you blush.
Oh.
But yeah, guys, I'm going to do a FaceTime call with all my friends for the 4th of July before I go. So, have a wonderful 4th of July with your family and friends. I'm going to sign off.
Yep.
This is Emily,
This is Andy.
and this is Emily and Friends podcast.
Yep.
Have a great day.
Bye, guys.